After she left, Ethan spent a long time looking for her. Not in a dramatic way. No breakdowns. No desperate chasing. No showing up where he wasn't invited. Just small, repetitive attempts that led nowhere. He started taking longer routes home, hinting he might see her at some familiar corner. He wrote her messages, deleted them, then rewrote them again. In the end, only the safest line remained. "How have you been lately?" She never replied. People told him she was gone. He said he knew, but his body didn't seem to agree. Searching for her became part of his routine, as if as long as he was still looking, she hadn't truly disappeared. The day he finally saw Claire again was completely ordinary. No rain, no special date, just a quiet afternoon. He spotted her in the cafe area of a shared office building. Daylight filled the space. She was sitting by the window, focused on her work. She didn't look like someone waiting. She didn't look like someone hiding. And in that moment, Ethan felt something sink inside him. All the searching he had done, it felt as if none of it had ever reached her. Claire noticed him first. She looked up naturally. No shock, no hesitation. She glanced at him and said softly, "You look tired." Ethan almost lost his balance. All the words he had prepared, the apologies, the explanations, even the hope of starting over, suddenly felt excessive. Because there was no anger in her voice, no defensiveness, just an observation. He asked her, "Have you been doing okay?" He thought this was the most important question. Claire paused. "I don't really describe life as good or bad anymore. Nothing major had happened. No new relationship. No dramatic transformation. She had simply stopped, waiting for replies, checking someone else's mood, questioning herself after hearing, "I'm busy." She hesitated. "I used to spend every day wondering if I said the wrong thing, or if I should just wait a little longer. I don't do that anymore." That was when Ethan felt afraid. Not because she seemed happier, but because she no longer placed her happiness inside a relationship. He still asked, as if he had no choice, "Do you ever miss me?" Claire didn't answer right away. She gently pushed her coffee aside. "Not really." His chest dropped. But then she continued, "What I don't miss even more is the version of myself I was when I was with you." That sentence hurt more than "I don't love you." She was always explaining her feelings, always waiting for the right moment to speak, always waiting until he wasn't busy, or tired, or distracted. "I didn't stop wanting you. I stopped wanting to live like that." That was when Ethan finally understood. It wasn't that he hadn't noticed her disappointment. He had. He had simply chosen to avoid it. He believed that, as long as he didn't make a choice, everything would stay the same. He believed she would still be there, waiting until he was ready. But he forgot. Silence is a response. Avoidance is a decision. He was never choosing between two people. He was choosing between responsibility and escape. And again, he chose escape. Ethan tried to explain. He said he was different now, that he had learned how to listen, that he had learned how to slow down. But even as he spoke, he could hear how late it sounded. Claire didn't deny his growth. I believe you're sincere now, but I don't want to put myself back in that position just to see if you've changed. In that moment, Ethan understood. She wasn't refusing him. She was refusing the risk. Before leaving, he asked one final question. What if we just meet without going back to the past? Claire looked at him. Soft daylight rested on her face. My life is stable now. Not because you're gone, but because I no longer have to wait for anyone. She stood up. No goodbye. No hesitation. Some paths aren't wrong. They're simply finished. Ethan remained seated. He finally realized the truth. He had always believed that if he turned around, she would still be there. But she hadn't disappeared. She had simply moved to a place where she no longer needed him. And only then did he understand. Some people aren't lost. They're just no longer reachable.